Hey Jamie, I was just going over this chart on when to select virtual machine scale sets, or VMSS. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen something similar before. It breaks down when it's better to use VM scale sets versus just manually managing virtual machines. What caught your eye?
Well, I like how it simplifies decision-making based on scenarios. For example, if we need to add more VM instances to handle a changing workload, VMSS can automatically create new instances from a central configuration. That's way more efficient than manually configuring each VM, right?
Exactly.
That definitely beats configuring it manually, which can get tricky and time-consuming.
With VMSS, you can easily integrate it with Azure load balancers or application gateways for automatic scaling. I also noticed the part about balancing and distributing workloads.
Totally. And for high availability, VMSS can automatically distribute instances across availability zones. You wouldn't have to manually track or assign VMs across zones. It's a huge time saver and lowers the risk of downtime.
Yeah, that's a big one for any critical apps we run. But the part I really like is the auto-scaling feature. With auto-scale, it's all about host metrics, in-guest metrics, even application insights. You can set it up to scale based on actual demand or scheduled triggers.
Right, and that's key for efficient resource management. We don't want to over-provision and have idle VMs, but we also can't under-provision and risk performance issues. Scaling manually would be such a hassle, especially during peak loads.
Exactly. It's all about automation. VMSS handles most of the heavy lifting once we define the rules. We just need to make sure that whatever app or workload we're running supports VMSS in the first place.
Good point. This chart really highlights how much more efficient VMSS can be, especially for handling scaling, availability, and balancing workloads. We should keep this in mind for our next project where high availability and load distribution are critical.
Agreed. I think moving towards more automated solutions like VMSS will give us a lot more flexibility and reduce the manual effort needed. Let's push for that in the upcoming infrastructure planning meeting.
Definitely. I'll bring this up then.